Hey, hi, this is Shondipon here again. Uh, well, this video is about my journey for the last 4 years that I have been in my SBI. And not only in SBI, apart from SBI, I have also got a personal life. So it's about the journey after joining SBI. Let's say when I joined SBI for the on 3rd of December 2018, it was really tough. Not so tough, but it was tough moment at that time because I was all alone at that moment again. Because before that, was working in a company named JMC Projects India Limited, and then I was preparing for banking exams. After that, I got my results. I was really ecstatic and I was very happy at that moment. When I joined SBI, the biggest hurdle that I was going through was understanding each other, the colleagues that I was having. Mm, it was very interesting to see that many of my colleagues who were there were really talented, and that was something which I was again facing for the second time because when I was at school in Don Bosco School Bandel, I was in Don Bosco School Bandel. This is situated in West Bengal. At that time, there was that same kind of competition that I was facing in SBI. So I took it in a positive manner in this at this time because you see, when you will be joining any of the institution, let's say a school, let's say a job, if you feel yourself inferior, then you will not be able to progress yourself. And that was the thing which I faced in my school. But my college gave me that opportunity to be in that position, to feel myself not as a superior but to improve myself. This time in SBI, I was confident that I will improve myself, though I may be a slow, let's say I will not be learning that in that fast manner, but I will do something. We went to Jaipur. We were sent to Jaipur by SBI, and we had a great time learning different products that our SBI has got from our regional managers, ex regional managers of Jaipur, Jaipur Circle. And that 1 month we were there in Nahargarh Fort, we went to visit that. We were also visiting Bhangar. So we had a great time for 1 month, and then we returned back. That honeymoon period was over, and now we were joining the branches, the respective branches. I got posted in a rural branch named Boijberia, situated in Purbo Mednipur, and over there, Purbo Mednipur, West Bengal. So I am from West Bengal, so it is in Bengal circle, you can say, or let's say Kolkata circle. uh, I was there for 3 months, and in that at that moment, I was affected by pox. That was a very difficult moment, and for 1 month I took a sick leave. One thing to be very clear, I didn't have leave at that moment because you have to collect those leaves. I didn't have sick leave, I didn't have PL, that kind of PL. I had sick leaves, 30 sick leaves were there at that moment, but 30 sick leaves means you have 15 full leaves and 30 half leaves. Sick leaves are actually half leaves. 30 sick leaves means 30 half leaves. That means that 15 full leaves will be there. So I had 15 full leaves of sick leaves, but I took 1 month. You can say I was 1 month at home. After that, I joined again in Boijberia, and after speaking to our union, I said that I want a better branch where I can actually cope up better because I was getting myself pressurized at that moment, and my parents were also very tensed. So I was posted in IOC refinery branch, Huldia. We say it IOC HRC, and I was really elated because I saw that the customer, the type of customers who are there at this moment also, I am over there at the same branch. I was really happy because I got really good customer base. The Boijberia branch was a rural branch, and this is an urban branch. This is again This is a campus branch. And another thing, to the cherry on the cake, is that it is a chest branch. So it is a chest branch, it is an urban branch, it is a campus branch. These three things joined together makes a very difficult thing, and that is called cross selling. Let's say that we have got a big cross selling pressure. This is one of the challenges that we have got. But I have been in cash I have been in a cashier position for the last 4 years. And I have learned that apart from cash, you have to build relationships too. In the first year, I was fumbling with numbers. I was putting 10 lakhs instead of 1 lakhs. So that was something which I was actually learning at that moment. Typing, I was looking at the keyboard and I was learning different kinds of things in CBS, which we call core banking solution. That's the software that we use in SBI Banks 24. So RTGS, NEFT, check transfer, salary. We have got this campus branch. So in campus branch, we have got this salary posting. Different kinds of current account holders give their salary sheets, and we process that. That was something which I was learning. uh, I was not learning the account opening part. That is something which I have learned, but I have learned it through deputation. So my deputations were there in many branches, and that too in Holdia. Holdia is actually a hub, you can say, and in this hub we have got 7 to 8 branches. And over there I was deputed several times. Recently I had got a deputation, and I would say that there were how many branches? Well, HPCC, I had HPCC branch for 2 times. I went to HPCC for 2 times. Township branch, IOC Township branch for 2 times, so it's 4. Holdia Port branch, that's another branch, so that's 5. Holdia SME Port branch, that's number 6. So 6 branches. Yes, I went for 6 times. I was actually deputed, and apart from that, I got a great opportunity to serve as a micro observer in the Vidhan Sabha elections of West Bengal. And I had got my video, that is where I shared my experience as a micro observer. It was really interesting. And the most interesting part was that in our booth there was a complaint from the opposition party. So that was something which I was tasting at that moment. And interestingly, there was an IS officer who was the observer, and he gave me certain things to write down, because that I was the micro observer in that same booth. It was a female booth, and I was the only male member in that booth. So that was, yeah, that was weird and awkward at that moment, but well, I had to face that. That's also an experience. You can say that this journey, not only with SBI but also the parallel journey that you have got, the deputations that I was having, the different kinds of other roles, let's say like micro observer. So you have to enjoy. We think that it's a burden to us. Well, I have to go to that place. Like, I had my role as micro observer in Agra. Agra is actually one, you can say it's 50 kilometers or let's say 60 kilometers away from the place where I am staying. And there is bus that I had. There was a bus, and the travel arrangements were already done. Interestingly, in my branch, I had many connections, or you can say I got to build a great relationship with many CISF members, because there are CISFs posted in IOC refinery branch. I had I could talk to many people who are from IOC refinery branch, and I am from engineering background, so it was very interesting to hear stories of different kinds of how fractional distillations are done in different manners, and many things which I don't know. That is yet another part, the technical part. uh, Apart from that, deputation was there for from CBI too. Yes, you are hearing it right. I had deputation from CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation. I will not go into details, but I had to be present over there, and that was something again. Well, it was interesting for me. These are the journeys, the parallel journeys that I was having in my professional life. In personal life, there were certain upsets. Definitely there will be upsets, but obviously there are were happier times too. I got to build my personality in such a manner that I could talk to people. That is something which I built myself. You can see this YouTube channel that I am actually working. This is my hobby, and this is where I got to communicate with many people. This is somewhere I could speak to people, many people out there. Yes, you do different kinds of mistakes. You can do many things. There were many mistakes that I had made, but with time I tried to learn. I tried to help you people out, and that is something which is interesting. I started this journey by singing songs and doing nonsense stuff, but at a time I got serious and I thought that yes, there are many aspirants who want to join banks. There are many aspirants who need jobs desperately, and that is where I got to know that there are many people who want to hear in English, who want to hear in Hindi. So these two divisions were there in YouTube. This YouTube journey is also there, and yes, I would also add the COVID times. During the corona period, when there was this corona period, we had a tough time. Yes, you see, there were many people who were working from home. All my friends who are from IT circle, they were working from home. So definitely you can understand that my parents were angry that तुझको तो जाना पड़ रहा है बैंक में, ब्रांच में जाना पड़ रहा है, बट देखो तुम्हारे तुम्हारे फ्रेंड्स को देखो, वो लोग वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं और उसको सैलरी भी मिल रहा है. So that was something which was actually, you can say, I was jealous of my friends at that time. Yes, who wouldn't be jealous, because it changed the whole scenario. And after during that corona times, I had COVID for one time, maybe two times, because for one time I couldn't understand that I was having COVID. You see, at that time many people were having fever, and we were not understanding whether it was normal fever or whether it was due to the COVID situation. So that was something of a dilemma that we were having. That was something I would say. So during the corona, the most difficult part was not being able to go to home. I think many of you have experienced that. But apart from it, the most difficult part was that we were not being able to commute. The communication was very difficult. The transportation, the buses were not there, no auto rickshaws were there, no tuk tuks were there. We call it totos over here. These tuk tuks, what we call. So there were no totos, no transportation. Many of them were having private vehicles, but I was not having private vehicle at that moment. So that was something which was unfortunate for me. But my branch was having the car, and our branch managers were there. uh, they knew that we will be they need us, na. So definitely the branch needs the customers needs the branches. It's not a it's really difficult, we know that, but we had to do it. Hats off to the police personnel, the hospital people who were in the healthcare sector, the the railway sector. We cannot forget them. There are many sectors, power sectors, many people were there. You can say that the whole government sector people were actually working. Yes, the few people who are in the administrative portion, they may have been in you can say cooling period. They were sitting back at home. The teachers, well, that's the harsh reality. Maybe you may not be liking it, but the teachers who are there, teachers and professors, they were having those you can say the learning period. There was that online education. The online education was there. Yes, I admit it, but that's something which you will have to do from home. So it's it is different kind of experience. When you will have to work out there, you have to go out there and uh, wearing those masks and going out in the sun, having rashes on the cheeks. So that's something which you have to face. But it was interesting for me. I know that that's a tough phase that we have to go through, but it was interesting again, I would say. Then I will come to different kinds of hobbies that I had at that moment, like singing. Yes, I do sing at times, and now that I am actually married at this moment, so different kinds of changes I am actually having. You can see my hair. Well, hair fall is something which is being affected in this place, Holdia. In Holdia, this the water is actually having some salinity. It's near the sea, the Bay of Bengal, and for that reason, I think that that's a very big reason why the salinity of water is there. And it's again an industrial zone. We are having IOC, Hindustan Unilever, Adani Wilmar, HPCL, BPCL, Hindustan Fertilizers, Tata Steel, Coke. Well, you can see that how many names I have actually taken, and apart from that, there are many others, small companies too. So I got to know different kinds of companies. I got to know different kinds of works that takes place over here. It's really interesting to work in Holdia and get to know different kinds of things from different kinds of people. When you will be communicating with a person from with different kinds of person, you will be able to know how their lives are. So that is something which I have experienced and I have loved being in the bank. When I was in deputation in Holdia Port branch, over there I was sitting in high value cash. I was never in the high value cash. 6 lakhs deposits. 6 lakhs deposits. Thap. Well, def- over there. And I had my messenger over there. Messenger was there. He was helping me. But when you will be there, and suddenly when the increase in cash is there, it's really tough for you now, because suddenly you are there and there is a new challenge that you have to face. So it's all about the challenges of day to day lives. It's about that, and that is something which I have loved. And that's called, you can call it as an adventure. Yes, I have actually forgotten the different kinds of trainings that we are going through. SBI has got a very interesting thing that you have to know, and that is about the training. I have already always said that SBI is always ahead of every public sector banks, and that is the reason is that we are kept up to date with everything. The trainings that are being held, the way the trainings are being held, that's a superb. Videos, different kinds of videos, different kinds of presentations, the way they make the SBI, the SBIL, the learning centers, let's say. So the learning centers of SBI are so robust, they are so good. I'm really hats off to them and thanks to them that they help us in different ways. Maybe we don't, maybe we forget it at times, but it helps a lot. It gives us ethos. It gives a, you can say that from the day to day life of banking, 1 day or 2 days of training, it gives a relaxed period. But apart from the relaxed period, we also get to know different kinds of stories from different people, different colleagues from different regions, different modules. So that's something which we say that we can communicate with each other. Maybe I am from the same batch, but we don't know each other. Maybe there are people who are having the junior, who are junior to me, and they know something. I got get to know with them, get to know something from them. We discuss different kinds of experiences with them. So these are the things that you get to know. And in training centers, I got to know those things. I had training centers in Durgapur. I went to Kolkata. We had this webinars. Well, that's something which I have loved. We went to Tamluk is our, uh, you can say that, RBO, or regional business office. That's the head office of a region. So Tomluk, I went to Tomluk. I went to Elisho. Where? Well, you would have to say that Elisho. I went to Elisho in CWC, and that is Circle Welfare Committee. Over there, I went for you can say, after my marriage, I wanted to go to Sikkim. So for Sikkim, we need to have a holiday home. So I didn't know about all these procedures. I went to CWC in LHO, Kolkata, and that was again another interesting, in you can say, interesting journey, or you can say extreme interesting experience, because over there, there are different kinds of people They are working as a union. You see the core union members. I got to know different kinds of core union members. I'm not that much connected to them, but I got to know about them, what work they do, where are they going. Yes, another thing I would love to add, there are different games that take place between circles. There is one of my seniors in my own branch who go for different kinds of tournaments held across circles, and that's something interesting. I got to hear that. I have forgotten about the remittance of RBI. So I also got to, I went to RBI. That was a great experience for me too. For 2 to 3 days, not 2 to 3 days, I went for 5 days. 5 days. I went for 5 days in RBI. We were having soiled road note remittance. I will be making a different video on that. The soiled note remittance. What is that? But I went to RBI. That was again another experience that I had got with RBI managers, and how they work, how all this soil road remittance works, everything. eKuber is a platform which is there between the RBI chess branch, because we are having a chess branch now. So the between the chess branch and RBI, how the connection, the relations are being there. So this is yet another experience I will be sharing. But the different kinds of experience that I went through in professional lives, in personal lives, I would say that I made this YouTube channel. Yes, I forgot about the investment journey that I had. The mutual funds, the outlook of mutual fund was different when I was joining mutual funds and life insurance products. But now, at this moment, it is not about the cross selling that I will be talking about. I would say that what is good for people. You see, when I have, you can go to about of this channel and you can see that I wanted to help people out to understand the different financial knowledge. It's not actually being an influencer only. It is also being about the journey that you are having and you understanding different things, the macroeconomics that's taking place, the mutual funds that are there out there, different kinds of mutual funds, the capital market, stock market, how this is working, and I'm really loving it. And I have actually loved it till now. I'm having this journey, let's say about 1.5 years or 1 and 7 months, you can say. So that is yet another thing that I would say. uh, with railways, well, I think I was not having any kind of things with railways. No, there was nothing with railways department or income tax department. Yes, it was only with CBI. I have loved the work as a micro observer too, as I have said. Yes, marriage. Yes, this is something which I have also loved about. Many people would say that, well, whether you should marry or not, there are different kinds of questions that may pop out. But I would say one thing to you: if you are having the proper age, you should marry, because marriage is a sacred thing. Many people, I know that many people would say that ब्याह हो गया तो मतलब जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गया. So it's not about that. It's about the way you think about marriage, this institution of marriage. So after marriage, life is different. You have to cope up different things. You have to manage your finances, you have to manage family, manage your time. Let's say that this time that I am actually giving out to you, making this video, so you have to make different kinds of alternatives, how you will be making, how you will cope up with yourself. You have to give time to your spouse, you have to give time to your family. At times you may not be able to give time to your family. Different kinds of problems would pop up, but you have to understand that. And with time I am trying to understand that too. So I am in the journey of that too. So you can then see that there's a personal journey, there's a professional journey. This two balance, when you will be trying to balance these two things, you can actually have a successful life, or you can say a balanced life, balanced successful life. Being successful is not about clearing JAIIB or CAIIB, getting increments. Not only that, yes, that's success, having a success. I would say that about that. Yes, I haven't done that this JIB or CIB at this moment. You have, it's about the mental preparation you have. So at this moment, I am not having that mental preparation, and so for that reason, I have not given JAIIB. Yes, I have attempted for JAIIB, and I have done that for 2 times. I have given it seriously when I have given it, but after that I haven't given it. Now I know that there has been a paradigm shift in GIB and CIB patterns, and there will be a big, a big challenge that will be coming out. So it's something, this journey you can see is that the GIB CIB, it's again a professional journey. I don't know about the about the officership, or they say the managership that you have to do, because I'm only witnessing it. I can see people that they are there in our branch managers. I have actually made a video. The branch manager, service manager, what they are doing, I can actually see that. Yes, I am learning too, because the CBS is there for everyone. But um, I'm not in at that moment. At this moment, I am not in that officership mood, you can say, or let's say my outlook towards the officership is not at that moment, at this moment, in that way. Yes, there will be people out there on YouTube who would love to join as SBI PO. Salary is good, definitely. So for me, it's not about the salary, as say, like, it's my journey, as I am saying. This journey as being the YouTuber, I am getting more time to read books, to see YouTube channels, to watch movies, which I really love to do. So you see, I love these hobbies. At a time of life, you may have to sacrifice certain things for your family, we know that. But at this moment, I'm loving this journey, and I hope that this different challenges that you have to go through, suddenly you are being deputed. Let's say I'm talking to you at this moment. Let's say at this moment, suddenly tomorrow I may go to branch and they may say that you have to go to this branch today. This type of things happen, and I have gone through it, and I love that. Okay, let's go. So that is something, a challenge that you have to see. You are mentally prepared, maybe, that okay, I have to give time to my family today, I have got these commitments. But suddenly you have to go through this professional commitment. So the professional commitment is first, you have to understand this. And after that, you have got this personal commitment. When you are doing a job, you have to think about your institution first, where you are working, and after that you have to think about your family. So that's about the thing, that everything that I would say. I hope that you have got to learn something, to know something. If you want to know anything about me or my journey, about anything that you want to know about SBI, about the institution, about the branches, different kinds of things, do just write down. You will see that I have reacted to each and every comment out there, everyone. I always try to answer people out there, because I know that they are commenting because they have got a problem. Maybe at times I may not be the proper person for that solution, but I try my level best to give the answers out there. So just bear with this video. Thank you for bearing till this. If you're watching till this, the end, take care of your health. Please do take care of your health, because it's just the most important thing. Take care of your family. Don't get depressed if you are not getting a job. Try different things out, and you will be successful. It's not about being the success is not about just getting a job. You may have success in different line. If you are not in this job, maybe you may be successful in business. So maybe as a YouTuber you can be successful. You never know that. You never know anything. So that's about the thing. Just work hard and stay healthy. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.